That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs, man. Man, look, big day for sports, but also with the 5K subs, we closing in on 5K. I think, me personally, I think that it could be done by the time of the end of the month. But we'll see. You know, as long as it's in God's planning, is God's timing and things of that sort, then it will happen the way that it was supposed to always happen. Look at this, man. Preseason, they asked me, what was your preseason thoughts? October 22nd. When the NBA season start? NBA 2024-2025 opening night. When was it? October 22nd. Opening day of the NBA this season. I said OKC and the Magic in the finals, with OKC winning it all, baby. And you know why I said that? I said that because I thought it was SGA's time. And then plus, I just thought a team out of the East was going to be like, it just felt like random teams out of the East just been kind of doing it recently. Ever since the post LeBron era, the post LeBron Cleveland era. So that's why I thought it, and it happened. Came to fruition. OKC beat a random team in the East. Obviously, the Tyrese Halliburton news is tragic. You know, prayers up to Hallie and his recovery next season with his Achilles injury and things of that sort. I'm pulling this up to look up what am I looking? Oh yeah. Let's look up the box score, shall we? All right, we're going to look at the box score here from tonight. Okay. Let's look at a box score and talk about some basketball, shall we? Pascal Siakam placed in the driver's seat. 37 minutes, 13 shots. He made 5 for 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, and a turnover, 2 fouls. He did what he could. He did what he could when he got the ball. Shut down a couple times. OKC just played tough defense. They really got back to like the trademark OKC that we saw all season, which was kind of like, it seemed like it went away for a second earlier this series. And so for it to kind of come back to like the ball they've been playing all season long and stuff like that, I thought it just all came like it was a signature OKC win. We got Malik in the building, man.
What's good?
I'm going back to the game, man. I talked about the game for like a few minutes, and then I had to like, something popped up where somebody needed some, so I had to like take a little detour or whatever. And then I was like, oh, and then you were like, I could come on around midnight, and I was like, okay, we'll just circle back then. Yeah. SSB, I don't know if you back in the chat. He was talking about game 7. I told him to come back around midnight Eastern, and I was like, you could leave and come back. I don't know whenever he's gonna come back, but when he does, he'll hear some of the talk. So for me, I just talked about my preseason prediction of OKC in Orlando, and OKC winning, and everybody was asking about like why Orlando, and I was like, I just knew it was going to be a random team from the East, because ever since the LeBron years, the East has kind of been wide open. Yeah. And now looking at the East and things of that sort in concerns to the Hawks, you know, hold on, let me run down it first, so we make sure we got it. So you look at Boston, you know, Wendy said they're probably going to have to blow it up. True. Because JB's getting $300 million. Tatum's got a big deal. And then, you know, you also have Derek White's got to get paid. Drew Holiday's got to get paid. You know, Peyton Pritchard is probably going to get a nice contract. So it's like you're not going to be able to keep that group together. So that's going to kind of fall apart. They're going to take a step back. At some point, Al Horford's going to be looking at retirement these next 2-3 seasons. So that team is breaking up. The Knicks are still going to be there. Indiana's probably going to be back if they, you know, re-sign Miles Turner. Milwaukee, it's looking like they're probably still going to be around the same part. I don't know. Should Lillard be back at the beginning of the year next season?
Nah, I don't even think he got hurt. Nah, it's gonna take
What
him
do
a
what do you
minute.
do? ACL?
Achilles,
Oh, Oh yeah, he out
yeah,
for the year.
he's out for a
Okay,
minute.
so all right. Yeah, Milwaukee might drop off a little bit. You got Detroit, they probably move up into the top five. Magic, Orlando probably gonna move up, contending to be in the top five. See, uh, Miami gonna be the same, if not drop a little bit. And then the Hawks, like I said, they're gonna be the same as of currently right now, unless they make a big move. They have to
Yeah,
make a big move, or they'll still be in this range. I think the Hornets gonna move up into the top 10, depending on who they draft, because they just have too much young talent. The Bulls probably still where they are. They kind of plateaued unless they make a move. Raptors, they'll have a healthy Brandon Ingram going into next season. They're looking to trade the guys they got from New York. So IQ, Emmanuel, and RJ. They're looking to trade both of those guys this offseason. But if you look at it just as they are right now, you're talking about IQ, RJ, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and whoever at the five. That's a decent starting lineup, man. So they could move up if Ingram's healthy. Everybody else comes back. Brooklyn, I know Cam Johnson. They're shopping him around and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting to see. I know Cam Reddish. I heard from a birdie of a birdie. He had a workout with Brooklyn, and he's trying to get on Brooklyn soon. So there's that. Philly. Oh yeah. Philly's gonna bounce back next season with Embiid.
sure.
I don't know what they do with Paul George. I think regardless of what they do with Paul, McCain's coming back as well, Jared McCain. But regardless of what you do with Paul George, if you trade him, you're gonna get some assets back that like can benefit the team. They'll be positive to the team. If you don't, then you finally get to try a year PG and Embiid. So and Maxi. So and McCain. So that team right there should be back into the playoff conversation. Like I said with the Hornets, they should be in the top 10. They should be a playing team again next year, at least with all the young talent they have. And then the Wizards, they are stuck. They are stuck. The East, man, all these teams, excuse me, it's been like this kind of the whole season, where it was like Cleveland and Boston and then everybody else. Now it's gonna look like Boston's probably gonna enter that everybody else conversation next season. So from 2 all the way down to the Sixers, or you could go even down to the Hornets. From 2 all the way down to 14, the East is a wide open door next season. And in order to make that next step to be like the Pacers and get to the finals and continue your way all the way to Game 7, you're gonna have to make a step. You're gonna have to make a move, bro. So I guess just where did you see this with the Hawks seeing the Pacers run, and if you had any other thoughts on the Thunder and building and constructing the team period, and how the Hawks could, I don't know, model some of that.
I think when I look at the Pacers, and what they did this season, it gave me optimism for what the Hawks can do, because it's kind of like you can almost say they're kind of like built the same as far as like starting five wise. And I mean even the Thunder too, if you really think about it. So I mean, it's funny because when the when the Hawks went to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, I thought they were going on that trajectory as like the Thunder back in the day when they had KD, Harden, and Russ, and they lost early in their careers. Like they lost in like the first round. Then next year they lost like what, second, third round, and then they ended up going to the finals like that next year, whatever. Like that, I thought it was going to be something like that for the Hawks. That did not happen at all. But I just think the way, like when you look at team building now, because the Thunder and the Pacers, I don't think they're paying the luxury tax or something like that. I mean, that's definitely going to change for the Thunder in a minute. But and the Hawks are, of course, trying to stay as under the luxury tax as they can. So,
I said this, Malik, watching the game or watching the post game. This was the first game all season where I seen them do a post game interview, and the whole team went behind Shea.
oh,
And when I saw that, I said, "Oh, these folks trying to get paid. They won a championship. They gonna try to. They ain't gonna stay together long."
cause it's crazy, yeah. Because Yeah, because when Shea did it, I saw like Lou came up, and then it was like, oh, I didn't see Jalen or Chet at all. Like
Boys trying to get
they
paid.
were somewhere else. But nah, I mean, yeah, like I said, when I look at the Thunder and the Pacers, like the Hawks can really definitely like build a system or like a team building type of thing, like what they have going on. Because I mean, they have the defender in Dyson. You got what Lou Dort. Of course, you got the person that runs the whole engine is Trey, and you got Shea and Tyrese and things like that, and then you got the the stretch four that can kind of do everything. Jalen, Siakam, the stretch five. You got Chet, Onyeka, Miles Turner. So I mean, it's all kind of similar. So the only
Um,
thing I feel like they got to just kind of shore up is the bench.
yeah. I go back to what you said last episode or last official Birds and Buckets episode because it's more like an impromptu thing. But talking about the draft. And I was like, big and then guard,
Mhm.
and I was watching who was it? I was watching Brad and them on Brad's 2000th
Oh
episode
yeah,
where he brought
shout
on
out Brad.
KL,
Yeah,
and he was saying, man, like I don't know if this draft the bigs are good enough for you to just be like you have to go big, you have to go backup guard.
yeah,
And then you said the same thing where you like you can never go wrong with the wing. A lot of mocks had the Hawks taking the kid from Arizona, and I'm just like,
yeah,
bro, no, like no more wings, no more wings. But like you said, when you look at the team construction, OKC specifically, they literally just suffocate you with a lot of
a
wings
whole
on
bunch of
defense.
wings.
It's
Yeah,
like AC's a wing, SGA's kind of built like a wing, Lou Dort is a
yeah,
wing, Wallace is kind of like a wing, like, and that's how they win. J Dub,
yeah.
and so they
Wiggins,
literally
all them
just
boys.
suffocate you on
Yeah,
defense with their length, and they kind of like close in and make you feel like smaller because they, as soon as they took Wallace off of TJ and they put AC on him, oh, it was over with
rap.
after that. It was wrap. That's all they had to do. So like they literally just suffocate you with wings all around. Wiggins is kind of built like that too defensively, even
Yeah,
though he didn't score any points. So that's what they are. They're just long. You look at the Hawks, the team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals, it was like Trey and then a bunch of just shooters around them,
true.
and kind of like length, around them as well. Like Gallo was about 6'10",
Yeah,
Bogey's about 6'7", 6'8". He's not a
hmm
lockdown defender, but he can shoot the ball. Like all those guys could shoot. Lou Will could shoot the ball. John Collins could shoot the ball. So you surround them with a bunch of shooters, a roller and John Collins, and a defender enforcer and Clint Capella at that time, pre his injuries and things of that sort. So it's kind of like that's what I saw from OKC this year, are just those wings. So
yeah,
while I was against the wings because we just got out of the whole DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish era, and you have Ricochet and Levert and Terrence Mann. I just feel like it's just so many wings that the Hawks already have. Maybe you just go if wing is the best player available, just go wing at the best player available because that's what OKC did. And like you said, depth is another thing. Like OKC can go 10 deep,
yeah.
and things of that sort. SSB said OKC plays aggressive defense and has a lot of transition buckets. Of course, like
Facts.
that's what it is. SSB that length, bro. But
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Malik.
yeah. No, I mean, and shoot, honestly, like, I mean, I feel like the Pacers were pretty good defensively too. I mean, they got wings too, like Mathurin and Ben Shepherd and Neesmith, like Nimhar, like all them
Yeah,
dudes. Like, so I think that's where like the league is kind of like heading to now, where it's like you just got a lot of wings that can just kind of just play defense and knock down threes. That's really what all the wings on the Thunder was doing. Like Wiggins and Caruso, Wallace, like them boys was having games like whatever, like whatever. I was telling my friends this. I was like, I felt like the Thunder had the advantage coming in Game 7 because I was like, I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure it's the home court advantage, but like Wallace and Wiggins and Caruso, like they be shooting lights out every time they play at home. But when they went on the road to Indiana, they were trash. So I mean, the home cooking is real. Like So all they do is just defend and shoot threes, man. And I mean, it's literally that's what Lou Dort do. Literally, like that's all
100%.
they do. Just and then you got, of course, Shea just kind of just does a little bit of everything, and then Jalen, he kind of does almost everything too. And then Chet, like you don't really. I'd be expecting Chet to like drop 20 or something like that because I'm still holding on to like what he looked like when or what he was supposed to look like when he was coming into the draft. But I feel like in this system now, like they just really just looking at him as like a defensive enforcer, honestly, like in the front court. So I mean his points gonna come, but I think he's more of a more valuable on defense for them than he is on offense because they already got Shane, like Jalen and all them other guys. So I mean, they got a good system, bro. Like I shout out to Sam Presti. Like he be drafting his butt off, bro.
They got to start. He got to start dunking, bro. Chet got to start dunking, bro. Like he too tall for that. Like shout out to Minnesota. Like I said, like the big three of Page, Suggs, and Chet. They all thriving and things of that sort. Chet got to start. He has to start dunking, bro. Like he's
Yeah,
darn near at the rim every single
yeah,
time. Like
yeah,
just dunk.
yeah.
Just dunk. SSB said, I think OKC has a good half court game, but not a great one. He said once Halliburton went down, it was a huge blow. They lost the pace of the game after that. And OKC usually loses games when they can't control the pace of the game. So he feels like it all kind of goes back to, Halliburton going down. Me personally, I looked at offense and what TJ McConnell did in the third quarter was pretty much the best you were kind of going to get from Halliburton for real, to be realistically, just like how he was looking post injury and stuff like that this series. Any thoughts on that of like, I guess Halliburton going down and how it affected things?
I mean, shoot, he knocked down three threes before he even went down, so I felt like he was gonna have one of them games, honestly. But it just sucks the way everything happened because it's like his injury reminded me a lot of I mean, people were saying that like of KD. Like KD had that calf strain in 2018 or 2019 or whatever, and then he played and then shoot. That's crazy because before he even got hurt, KD was knocking down like spot up threes. Like like he had like 12 points. And then as soon as he drove, that's when he got hurt. So it
Yeah.
was literally like the same exact way. Like they both went down like the same exact way. Um,
And
but
Siakam was in both series.
yeah, and Siakam was in both series. Siakam was in both series. So I don't know. I feel like he definitely would have made a difference. If he played. I think TJ is different. TJ is complete. Like he is a main. I think he's a big reason why they even like stayed in that game for as long as they did. Because I felt like at one point they were going to go on a run, and then TJ just started like hitting crazy shots, like some point in the third quarter, and like they kept inching up, but then the Thunder kind of just took it away. But what SSB was saying when he was talking about they're not a great half court. I don't think they're a great half court either. And I think when they get down to like the final minutes of like games, like they kind of did it in this game, the ball was all in Shea's hand. Like there was no ball movement or anything. And I think that's how they lost the first game. I think they lost the first game like that, like down the stretch. I mean, of course, you're gonna give it to your best player every time, but you got all these other players on the team. Like Jalen can get off. I mean, run a set or something. Like it don't always got to be ISO Shea. And when he start missing, that's when the other teams start making shots. So, and that's how the Pacers almost came back at the end. So, I mean, I don't think they have. I don't know if I'd say they don't have a great half court. I just think they need to start running sets more instead of just going to Shea like spamming him literally the whole time.
Yeah, no, 100%. OKC's offense is literally their defense, bro.
Right.
Yeah, no. SSB said I know Shea had like 30, but he didn't have a great game. 100%. Shea had like 29 on 27 shots.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it was one of those things of just like run through the tape, bro.
Yeah.
It was one of those like Kobe has 60 points on 50 shots his last game, bro. Like it's just
Yeah.
one of those things. Jalen J-Dub, he had 20 points on 20 shots. So it was the same thing. But yeah, like to your point, OKC's offense is literally their defense, bro. Like Once they get you in a turnover, this running gun, we all the way out there. SSB, he was talking about Carlisle's rotations. He felt like Carlisle's rotations were wrong again. I don't know. I felt like he did what he could with the McConnell minutes, like, because it was like, he running around, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he running around, so you had to sit down. And when he got back in, they needed some points, and he was the only one scoring on a consistent basis. Siakam tried to be a little more aggressive in the fourth quarter, but it was just kind of almost a case of little too late. But he was trying, and it's also like, as a four, if a best player on your team is a four, the four kind of depends on the guards to get him the ball.
Yeah.
And get him the ball in positions where he could score and things of that stuff. As SB said, when it's a 4-point game, you have to put Siakam back in there. He was saying McConnell was getting those layups is good to keep yourself in the game, but it's not good enough for the team in general. He plays a very ISO heavy game, and the ball stops in his hands. Shooters cool off. I don't know them jokers. I didn't know Buddy had Benedict had Mathurin. I didn't know he had like 24 points. I didn't know that.
Or he was, I mean, he was still scoring like towards the end of the game where it was kind of like over, but he had a little run where he was like just getting to the rim and like he was getting fouled. Like I think he went to the line like 3 times in a row, like some point in the fourth.
Yeah.
But I do think Carlisle messed up where SSB's talking about when it's like a 4, like it was like I think the second run the Thunder went on in the third quarter, and like they had maybe went up 6 or something, and they kept like extending the lead, and Siakam was still on the bench, and I hadn't noticed that he was still on the bench until one of my friends text the group chat, and he was like, Siakam, worse, like why is Siakam not in the game? And I was like, dang, I forgot all about him, like, because I was just worried about McConnell on the floor. So I do think he should have put him in the game a little bit sooner. But I think that's the only gripe I kind of had with him about the rotations. Other than that, but I mean, other than that, I think he got, like you said, I think he got the best out of everybody.
Man, how you feel about like I said, I've been pointing it out all series long, especially after KL pointed it out on locked in Hawks. Tony Bradley, man.
Yeah.
This entire pre-draft process and entire offseason pod, we've been talking about Hawks need to backup center, Hawks need to backup center, Hawks need to backup center. And you had Tony Bradley right there on the roster. Quinn doesn't play him, and then you cut him, and he goes to Indiana. And not only does he play, he plays every single game of the finals, including Game 7.
Yeah.
And he didn't play no Game 7 like the final 5 minutes. He played Game 7 like in the first half, and in the second quarter. And he played good minutes too. He brought good minutes. He had a nice drive to the basket. I believe he went to the right here it has a he. Oh no, yeah. He went to the free throw line. He got his 2 points. Yeah, he got a foul call. Good poise, good defense, and things of that sort. Let me see if he got a block. He didn't get a block. But yeah, I mean, he did his thing, bro. He held it down, and you would see like, oh man, I'd be good if the Hawks had something like that, but
gave it away.
Yeah. So now you gotta hope that the kid from Duke A falls and B is not Mo Bamba. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
hey, as long as they still got Mo, I still got a lot of hope in Mo. I think Mo. Who knows? Like, I just think with Mo, like, you can't send him back to the G League after how he played like at the end of last season. Like,
he got to tighten up his offensive game. I feel like defense and rebounding is there, but offensively, like, he be losing the ball, he be falling down. Like, bro, he gotta. But Siakam was the same way, so I feel like he's following the Siakam path. Siakam definitely better, but yeah. SSB said low-key Bradley had a better impact than Turner. Turner disappointed me. Yeah, Turner was really bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He was really bad, but I'm glad that like Hawks fans saw this on a big stage on ABC, so they wouldn't be like, "You have to get Turner." You have
literally.
To get Turner.
What, last week, 2 weeks ago?
Man,
when that report came out that the Hawks were interested, boy, they was ready to give up on Yeka. I said, do y'all want to see what this man been doing?
Yeka ain't 7 foot. Turner is. And he shoot threes.
But it's crazy because Brad was like the funny. No, it was either Brad or Grant. Grant Shirley. I think it
Yeah.
was Grant Shirley. He was like, I mean, quiet as kept. Like Onyeka's a better rebounder than Miles Turner. Like, I mean,
Damn. Speaking of rebounding, bro, you saw Angel Reese get about 20 of them things today, bro.
bro, I looked up. Was it the fourth? It had to be the fourth quarter. I looked up. I said, bro, she got 18 rebounds.
Yeah, man. I don't miss both the Angel games. Are they coming back to Atlanta? Or that was it?
That might be it because that was their second
Yeah,
time.
that was
But
two, bro.
yeah,
I miss
I
both
didn't
of
see
them.
her at all. I didn't see her at all last year because
Yeah.
the
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I I wasn't covering them when she came the first time, and then she was hurt the second time, like towards the end of the
Yeah. She was
season.
hurt the second game. That was
Yeah.
the Big Mama game. Lotto showed up with
Oh
Mariah
yeah.
Scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah. SSB said the end of the game was very weird. It was pretty anticlimactic. It was really that was just SSB. That was just OKC running down the clock.
Yeah.
OKC running down the clock, trying to ensure themselves a championship, trying not to choke it away because Indiana, they were the best team all postseason and dictating the clock and stretching the game out. Those first couple series, I don't remember who they played in the first round.
Bucks.
Oh yeah. So Milwaukee and the Cleveland series, bro. Like those last 2 minutes felt like 30 minutes.
Literally.
They stretched it out, and you wonder how they came back from 13, 12 points down with 2 minutes left. Carlisle literally stretched the game out, bro. It was
Yeah.
pretty good, pretty masterful, to be honest. Yeah, man, I missed a game today because of the World Series, bro. And that's why I didn't go on Friday either because I didn't
Oh
know
dang.
the going of the World Series. Yes, salute to LSU for winning. Hopefully they don't call me in to cover a parade or anything. But yeah, man, shout out to LSU, bro. And I'm like, hey, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna make us do a whole nother week of coverage and stuff like that, I'd rather you do it a day earlier instead of stretching it to
Facts.
the last possible day of
That's
playing
crazy.
and then
That's
doing it.
crazy.
They already done took away the whole month of June, had to work that, If y'all jokers would have lost in the end of May, we would have had a whole month of June to prepare for football. Everybody rest, vacation, we come back for football. No, y'all kept winning. So, but hey, man, shout out to LSU though, for real.
Shout out LSU.
It was a entertaining game too with Coastal Carolina with the coach being ejected at the bottom of the first inning and the first base coach too. Pretty entertaining game, man.
He got ejected the first
At the
inning.
bottom of the first inning, and it was 0-0. He said the coach went out there and he said, "You got 3 calls wrong." And then he said that was his warning. So then he came out. He said he couldn't hear him because it's 25,000 people. So he came out and was like, "Why did I get a warning?" He said, "You got a warning for arguing balls and strikes." And he said, "Oh, because you got 3 in a row wrong."
He doubled down.
He said, "Because you
Doubling
got
down is
3 wrong."
doubling down is crazy.
So then he ejected him. So when he ejected him, then the other umpire comes running over and he trips over the other umpire's foot. So he falls down. But he makes it look like the coach bumped into him. So then he got up off the ground and he said, 2-game suspension, bumps into the umpire. So then he had to leave. So then the coach called him out. Like everybody assumed the coach wasn't going to be there for the post game because he got suspended 2 games.
Yeah.
Man, coach showed up in the post game. And he said, "It's not my responsibility for another grown man's athleticism." He went out there in front of 25,000 people. He tripped. He got embarrassed and said, "I bumped him." I did not bump him.
Bro, I need to see this video. I gotta see this video.
So the LSU World Series, bro, today was super entertaining. Like Malik said, he got to see the video. Y'all make sure y'all look that up because it was grade A stuff. But yeah, that's why I missed the Atlanta Dream game tonight, in case y'all wondering. And if y'all wondering, just period on the channel when the conferences are coming out after the stream. Give me a second. I just had to do an immediate reaction of Game 7 because it's Game 7. SSB asks, where does Shea rank among the previous OKC generation? This has been a discussion. This has been a discussion before the finals of like a lot of young kids said that Shea is number 1 now, OKC Thunder. I think technically you have to say he's number one. Like,
He
I
got the
mean,
ring.
KD won an MVP with OKC. Westbrook won an MVP with OKC, but none of them won
Didn't
the
get the ring.
championship. And he did it without like it's like Jalen Williams. Okay, yeah, J Dub, salute the J Dub, salute the Chet. I mean, shout out to the guy. Like they had a very solid team. They're very deep, but they aren't like Harden and Westbrook. Like
Nah,
so
nah. I think off the ring alone, like, and that's why I always wonder, like, is ring culture like toxic or like is it just getting overwhelming? Because it's like we instantly putting this man Shea over KD, but like KD is like one of the best scorers we've ever seen in the game. Like, but the fact that he don't got a ring, it's like we just gonna put Shea over him. Like, but Shea got the credentials too. Shea got an MVP. I mean he's still quite young in his career. I mean, I'm still gonna put him over him because he got the ring, but it's like, dang, like is ring culture like bad as people think? Like, is it as bad as people say it is? I don't know.
SSB say Katie was a better player and a better talent, but Shea is number 2 for me.
See, I respect that. I respect it.
So he still got SGA number 2.
Yeah.
So he still got KD number 1. So he got Westbrook 3.
And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
I'm putting Shea number 1, bro.
I still feel like I just gotta
like
take
it just is what it is, and there ain't
Yeah.
no like toxic ring culture. Like at the end of the day, we have to look at it like this: what has been the discussion of the whole 2020s with basketball on the male side? The U.S. the game has gone to the international people,
Sure.
and it's like we looking for the next face of basketball after LeBron James, and it's like the NBA don't want to make it an international player. They trying to make it. They tried to force they tried to force Zion.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of the stuff like off the court, them jokers, couldn't take it.
Yeah.
So it's like really the 3 best players have been the big 3 has been Jokic, Giannis, and SGA. And this win tonight solidified all 3 of the big the international 3 getting one. They all got one now.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's true.
You could say ring culture, but for this generation, it don't really connect because the big 3 got one.
Yeah.
So that's the standard. The big 3 got one.
That's real.
And then you look at now next is now Luka, Ant, Trey, Jalen Brunson. Now is on them. Which one of those? Every single one of those guys ain't gonna get a ring. And then we gonna have this conversation at the end of their careers, like same thing, kind of like with Damian Lillard. I think if Dame stayed in Portland. And he would have been a legend. I mean, he's still a legend because he stayed longer than he should have. But I don't know. It would have been something. I said this in another video, and someone commented Reggie Miller made the finals, but he didn't win. Like, I think you guys missing the point. He didn't win.
Yeah, no, that's not
like that. That's what we talking about. We talking about people who won. Dominique Wilkins, he didn't win, but like he's still considered one of the best. Alex English, you can go down the list. Charles Barkley is like at the top of the list. AI's in there. So, I mean, it just is what it is. Like this generation is going to have an AI though. This generation is going to have a Charles Barkley, not per se at the position, but, just in terms of they not going to get one.
Yeah.
But the big 3 got one of the generation. So, you have to still hold rings as the standard because everybody got one now.
True.
SSB said, I'll say this. KD is probably higher on the NBA legacy list, but Shai is the bigger OKC legend. Agreed.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I got KD top 15 all time, and then SGA is number 1 OKC. It's kind of like if you said like Dominique. Like Dominique might be top 50 or whatever, but he number 1 in Hawks.
Yeah, for sure. Trey's
currently on his way to being, kind of passing Dominique, but Trey's got to earn it. It ain't going to be handed down to him. You know what I'm saying? Here's a question for you while on this topic. Atlanta. So currently, Angel McCoughtry is the queen of Atlanta basketball. If this team this year, because they're pretty good. If they win, is Alicia Gray the queen of Atlanta basketball? Is it, like, what is it? Is BG?
Nah, it's not gonna be BG.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
mean, but like she was kind of the difference though. BG comes over, brings championship pedigree, and they win the championship.
I mean, the way it's looking right now, if the way it's looking right now, it'd probably be Alicia. It probably might be. It might be Leash.
Leash becoming the queen of Atlanta basketball over Angel McCoughtry. Angel McCoughtry gave blood, sweat, and tears for years. It don't matter because she didn't.
She
Didn't even win a game in the finals. She done went to the final 3-4 times. They just ain't win one. If Alicia Gray comes over here as a Georgia gal,
that's tough though. Because what, Leash been here 3 seasons?
Yeah. She darn near like an Atlanta Dream.
How long was Angel with the Dream?
Angel had to be with the Dream. Like, dang, I think she got drafted like 09. And she was probably with the Dream through like 17? 18, maybe 18. Because she was hurt those last couple of years.
Bro, that's tough. I can't lie. That's
Angel McCoughtry was here during Nikki Collin.
You're right. You're so right. Yeah.
So Angel was here, say 09 to 2018.
That's tough to do that. Because Angel was one of them.
But it's
Angel
like that way with KD and OKC. KD was one of them in OKC. He was literally they have an entire movie called Thunderstruck.
You're right.
Starring Kevin Durant.
I love that movie too.
Tristan Mays. Shout out to Tristan Mays, man. Shout out Jared Mays.
Dang. Leash will really be number 1? She got the ring?
Yeah. It should be.
And honestly,
but we ain't. I don't think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna clip this, by the way, since it's like very 30 minutes into a discussion about Game 7. I'm gonna clip this, so you know what I'm saying, people will see it. Shout out to the day, by the way. Shout out to the day, man.
That's tough.
AKA you and me. Yeah, I cracked down on who it was. So it was
you and me.
It's you and me, bro. And I don't even think she knows. Like, this is the first time I said it on camera. That I was like,
bruh, shout out to you and me.
Because I said it one time. I was like, I know it's probably Monet or somebody else, but I thought it was Monet, and I was like, Monet, I know that's you. It was not Monet, bro. I texted Monet and everything, and they were like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
Why Monet?
Nah, yeah.
But it was you and me. But you and me,
yeah.
she been supporting me since dang Peachtree.
Bro, she be showing love. She be showing love
since like 2018, bro. So
when she name dropped me, I was like, when she name dropped me and Glaze, I was like, how does she know about me? Because like I just thought it was so random. Like I don't know if folks really like. I know it'd be like 3, 4, maybe like 3 people that consistently like retweet or like my stuff on Twitter when I talk about the Dream, and you and me is like one of them. So I was like, who could this possibly be that's name dropping me and telling me that I have good Dream coverage? Because like So man, look, shout out to you and me, man. She good in my book.
Shout out to you and me, man. AKA today, bro. hey, I want to see. I know she gonna comment. She might comment LOL or something like that. But what if if it's not you and me? I don't know, bro.
I don't know who it is.
Got that many dang.
Yeah, no, I don't know who it is. If it's not you and me, I can't even lie.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's you and me, bro. But yeah, you and me been showing me love and support since dang 2018-ish, like so for a long time. So it's like this whole new wave of her hating me because of the Ryan Howard thing, like that's different, like that's new. Like I'm like, dang, she done moved on from me to Malik. She not Malik gang now. I'm like, dang,
that's hilarious.
But yeah. Oh, okay, all right. So SGA now runs OKC. It's no longer Kevin Durant's
It's no
franchise.
longer Kevin Durant.
You know
Russell
what's
Westbrook, none of
crazier?
that.
Because it was Kevin Durant's franchise, but like them years after when Russell was by himself, just getting triple doubles every night, and like he like will run to the corner before the game and yell.
Bro, yes.
It low key became Russell Westbrook's franchise, bro.
Especially when he was beefing with KD for
When he
however
was beefing,
them 2
oh yeah,
years.
and he was like,
Everybody,
"Loyalty, don't switch up." And he was barking at KD, bro, that first game, because like KD was like, he won't return my texts, he won't pick up my calls, and then that first game, like they got into it, like he fouled him, and he was like, it was low key Russell Westbrook's franchise, bro.
man,
Shout out Serge Ibaka, shout out Nick Collison.
they definitely both had their times as the guy in OKC for sure. I definitely give them that.
Mike
They definitely had their
Muscala.
times. Man, yeah.
Yeah, it's SGA franchise, because that's what I'm saying. SGA only been there.
What, 5 years?
Yeah, he been. I think the bubble.
He got drafted in 18, right?
He
got drafted He get drafted with Trey.
He got drafted with Trey. Yeah, 2018.
And then they went to the playoffs in the bubble, right?
Nah, yeah. But that was his first
They
year
lost
though.
to the Rockets.
Because he was with the Clippers, bro.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. You
Yeah,
right. He got
that's what I'm
traded.
saying.
Got traded.
He was actually drafted by the Hornets.
Oh shoot.
He was traded for Miles Bridges.
Wow.
I know. Hey, Charlotte. If anybody should be kicking themselves, it should be Charlotte. Because at least the Clippers got like PG and Kawhi to like think they competing for a couple years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, they had
Charlotte
something
ain't getting nowhere near that.
Nothing. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I mean, I know you've been seeing that Ace Bailey like not trying to work out with the Sixers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, if you try to force your way to Charlotte, you are doing it all wrong, bruh.
I think he's trying to go to Atlanta, but it just ain't gonna happen.
It's not happening.
He just not gonna last that long, bro. SSB said, I think there's some things that transcend rings, but let's say the previous generations were nobodies and did it pan out. Well, OKC even still have a team. KD in a way built the house.
Wow. And he's saying if they were still losing, would they still have a team?
Because you got to think, bro, like this. Because I'm looking at it like they left Seattle, bro.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they left Seattle and they went to OKC because of Katrina. So honestly, you got to thank New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina, man. Hey, New Orleans, we here, baby. 504, baby, we here. But no, man, like Katrina, bro, they moved OKC. It moved the Hornets up to OKC. OKC sold that thing out every single night. Show love to Chris Paul. And then what they did when they moved back to New Orleans, they was like, OKC needs a team. FSB wants us to look at the 2018 draft. I know the 2018 draft like off the top of my head. I could do it right now, bro. Here we go. Number 1, Phoenix Suns, DeAndre Ayton. Number 2, Sacramento Kings, Marvin Bagley Jr. Number 3, Atlanta Hawks, Luka Doncic. Number 4, Memphis Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. Number 5, Dallas Mavericks, Trae Young. Number 6, Orlando Magic, Mo Bamba. Number 7, I don't know after that.
Cleveland? Is it Cleveland?
Number 7 was Cleveland. No, Colin was number 8 to Cleveland. I think.
Dang,
I want to say he was number 8, but he might be number 7. All right. Hold on. We'll pull it up. Yeah, unless you want to take a guess, but before we pull it up.
7. If it's not Cleveland. No. I'm tripping. Yeah, go ahead, look it up. I can't think.
All right, here we go.
Because I honestly don't know. I don't know 7, 8, 9, 10, honestly, now.
Here we go, man. All right, so Ayton, Bagley. Oh, the
Wendell.
third. Luka, Jaren, Trae, Mo Bamba. Yeah, so it's number 7 was
Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell, yeah. Shout out to Olivia Nelson-Ododa, man. Man, this man, what? He went Olivia Nelson-Ododa back to back. Angel Reese back to back. A real ATL hoop legend. out Pace Academy. Shout out Wendell. Should I say this on? I don't think I should be saying this. I already said the thing about Cam Reddish is he trying to get on with Brooklyn. So I'll just say this, and I won't clip it up. I won't make it a big deal. So hopefully SSB don't clip it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Colin Sexton wants to come to the Hawks.
I didn't know what you was gonna say, but I didn't know you was gonna say that.
Yo. So, hey, I don't know what's about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but he's not a free agent, is he?
I don't know, man. But like what made me think about it was thinking about Okoro going kind of like around the same range, and Okoro being from Atlanta too.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Wendell. That's really what had me thinking about it. Oh wait, hold on. I looked at the wrong thing. Sports right. It's about right. Let me see. Next year. So this year he got one more year, and then he's a free agent next year. And then I've been seeing his name in a lot of the trade packages.
Yeah, me too. I have to.
John Collins.
I have to.
But yeah, don't nobody clip that up. Y'all don't snitch. Just hope nobody watches this far.
I said I'm probably not supposed to say this.
Yeah, I already said the thing about the Cam Reddish, because then folks gonna just stop talking to me altogether because they're like, bro, you just gonna say it on your YouTube, bro. Folks gonna stop talking to me, bro. Someone said, let's be real, NBA players don't like playing in certain cities. This is not a surprise.
I mean, that's true. I think that's true. I think that's very true.
Yeah, so yeah, that's Colin Sexton. Cleveland number 8. So I was right about that. Colin Sexton was number 8.
Yeah.
Number 9 was Kevin Knox to the Knicks. What a stinker. Number 10, Mikal Bridges to Philly. He got traded, I think.
Yeah, he got traded. Dang, he got traded to Phoenix. He got traded to Phoenix, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think who he got traded for.
Oh, was it 16?
Zaire. Oh, yep, because Zaire Smith, he sure was with the Sixers. Yeah, so Michael got traded, but he was crying that night because I think like his mom was a Sixers fan or his mom worked for the Sixers.
Oh shoot,
he was crying like with the Sixers hat. It was a big deal. And then SGA fell all the way to 11th, and Bridges was right before him, and then they did a swap.
And they traded
Bridges. Pray for Charlotte.
I would have been sick.
No. But the worst part about it is it's Charlotte, bro. They did the same thing with Kobe.
Oh yeah, they did have Kobe. They did draft. That's crazy, bro.
They did this twice. Charlotte did it twice, bro.
They are actually terrible at this.
As SSB said, they're terrible at this. He said Stephen A. Smith got hate for saying people only care about bigger market teams, but there is some truth to it.
Stephen A. be cooking sometimes. I'll give him that. He be cooking sometimes. Stephen A. be cooking sometimes. Most times than not, he don't be cooking. But he says some stuff that I'm like, okay, I understand.
It's really like, but it's almost like a thing of like, if you say so many things, something's gonna hit. Like I be looking at like, I've been agreeing with Candace Owens a lot lately. And I was just like, dang, like, if you keep talking, I'm eventually agree with something you said. I've been agreeing a lot with Candace Owens lately. I cannot lie to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, SGA and Miles Bridges. Yeah, they messed up a lot, bro.
Bro,
we had 2 small market teams, and people didn't want to tune in to watch. But when Luka went to the Lakers, it was record ratings. I'm tired of watching the Lakers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm tired of the Lakers. I'm tired of the Knicks. I'm tired of the Celtics. Like, I'm just tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
3 teams.
Like Golden State, when they had their little run, it was still cool because it won't like Golden State was just a natural, like, historic juggernaut. But the Lakers, the Celtics, Tired of it. I can care less about them.
Because they give
The
about
Knicks,
20,
even though the Knicks
30
lose,
national televised games, no matter if they good or bad.
good or bad, yeah. They when I remember when people was like with the Lakers, it was like, if you wasn't here for this, you don't deserve to be. And it was like D'Angelo
Bro,
Russell,
freaking Kendall
Jody
Marshall.
Meeks, yeah, Marshall, Julius Randle, and Sarr, Robert Sarr. And I'm like, the thing is, them jokers was on TV every week.
Yeah, exactly.
They was terrible. They was still playing on ESPN Friday every 10:30 p.m. game, bro. Like, I'm tired of the Lakers, bro. Michael Porter Jr. fell to 14. I remember everybody's like,
He was
"Ooh."
supposed to go 1, wasn't he?
He was supposed to go 1 coming out of high school. I think if he did a redraft right now, it would be who would be number 1? Would it be Luka?
It would have had, yes,
So
without a
Trace
doubt.
still would have went number 3 to the Hawks.
Who you think? Oh, you think A1 went second?
SGA.
Oh, damn, I forgot about SGA. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, Luka's definitely going first, then SGA, then
And then
Trey.
Trey.
Yeah.
So Trace still would have went to the Hawks in an alternative universe.
Jaren would have still went to Memphis, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 5. Yikes.
He said yikes.
Mikal
probably, bro.
Yeah, Mikal.
6.
Shoot, bro, probably Miles. I ain't gonna lie. Miles been decent the past few years. I can't think of anybody else on that list except if. Now I think I'm taking Miles before Kylie.
You taking Miles before MPJ?
Yeah.
47 days, 47 nights. DiVincenzo's here at 17. Lonnie Walker was 18. Kevin Huerter was 19.
Kevin.
Okogie was 20.
Oh, dang, Anthony was in this draft too?
Yeah. Anthony. Oh, Wagner, bro. We tripping.
That's Mo.
Bro, Mo Wagner would go number 5 to
you think so?
I mean, he would go number 6 to Orlando.
Mo? I don't know if I'm putting Mo 6, bro.
You not put him over who? Like Miles Bridges? Salute to Miles Bridges, but Mo Wagner is better than Miles Bridges. He's an all-star.
No, this is you thinking about Franz. Mo is his brother.
I'm tweaking. Hold on, let me see. Mo Wagner. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, I was definitely tweaked out.
Yeah, Mo is his brother.
Franz the one that's an all-star. Oh yeah, this is definitely what I was thinking about.
I don't even know when he got drafted. That's a crazy thing.
Dang, when he get drafted?
When did Franz get drafted?
2021.
2021.
Oh, he a baby.
Dang.
Okay, all right. Never mind then. Amari Spellman was the last pick of the first round. Jalen Brunson went in the second.
Oh yeah, we bring him all the way up.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson probably going after Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
And then Mikal.
Damn, Mikal, yeah.
Orlando. Jalen Brunson still going to Dallas.
Yeah. Damn, forgot about Jalen was in that draft. Bro, I thought the Hawks drafted him for a minute. I forgot. They drafted Devontae. I'm tripping.
Yeah. Shout out Elise Johnson was in this draft.
D'Anthony Melton, Bruce Brown, Jared Vando, Gary Trent.
Oh, Vando. Dang, Vando's Bruce Brown. Oh, Justin Jackson.
Dang, I heard just about.
Bro, these are 3 consecutive decent NBA players.
Yeah.
Gary Trent Jr. was in the second round. Mitchell Robinson, pretty decent NBA player. Devontae Graham had a run for a little bit. Shake Milton. Sheesh.
Dang, Shake.
This is a good drive, bro.
Wait, was Jalen the first one to get drafted in the second round?
Nah.
Oh no. Oh, Javon Carter.
Ellie Okobo.
Dang.
SSB was just saying Dallas lost Brunson and Luka.
Yeah, that's tough. I ain't gonna
He
lie.
said Porter Jr. had a crazy back injury in high school that stunted his basketball development. That's what they say, but you be hearing him talk sometimes and you think, dang, it might have been destiny that he was First team all stupid. If you know, you know.
I feel like he ended up in the perfect situation because I don't know if his career would have ever panned out if he would have went anywhere else. Like
Oh yeah,
Jokic
he
really
had to
just
go somewhere
elevated his
where he
career,
could
bro.
hide as a third option.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
your boy Aaron Holiday.
dang, isn't the draft too?
Good
Wow.
draft. This is a pretty good draft. Well, let me pull up 2003 while we here, and then I'll let you get out of here because you weren't even supposed to be on this long.
I know. Dang, I've been on for an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it go with streaming, bro. All right, so Bron, Milicic, Melo, Chris Bosh, Wade, Chris Kaman, All Star, Heinrich, darn near All Star, T.J. Ford, darn near All Star 1 year, Mike Sweetney, bust, Jarvis Hayes, bust, Mikael Petrus, he had a decent career as a role player. Nick Collison, good decent career. Marcus Banks, Luke Ridnour, good long backup point guard. Reese Gaines, bust. Troy Bell, bust. Zarko, bust, because I don't even know who that is. David West, multi-time All-Star. Sasha Pavlovich, a key player on an NBA on a championship team. Dante Jones ended Kobe's career. Boris Diaw, pretty decent player, played all 5 positions and starred in the NBA playoffs. Zoran, bust, because I don't know who that is. Travis Outlaw, he was a good vet. I didn't know he was 2003. I thought he was older than that. I thought he was a vet like his first season. Then he just looked old. Brian Cook, decent player. Carlos Delfino, if you know, you know. Back in them days, bus. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, my brother. Kendrick Perkins. We know what Perk did. Barbosa. We know what Barbosa did. Josh Howard was an all-star 1 season. Pretty good draft, bro.
Bro, I only know about maybe 10 names on that list.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Josh Howard was an all-star. TJ Ford was darn near an all-star. Heinrich was darn near an all-star. Chris Kaman was actually an all-star. And then, these were Hall of Famers.
The craziest thing to me looking at this list right now is LeBron is the only player on this list still playing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
about 10 names on this list are like coaches or like in a front office or something like that or like doing TV. LeBron is different, bro. LeBron's different.
SSB said Josh Howard was one of the more athletic players in NBA history. He was smoking weed, bro, and it was back in the day when smoking weed was like bad. And it was like Ricky Williams era smoking weed. Like he made the All-Star team, they found out he was smoking weed, and then like David Stern just phased him out. It was like, dang, what happened to him? And then
is that like, Willie Green?
Yeah, that's the coach, Willie Green. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Willie Green, Luke Walton, Kyle Korver is in this draft. All-Star.
Luke got drafted the same time as LeBron, and he ended up coaching LeBron for like what, 1 season?
Mo coaching Jackson State. Shout out Jackson State.
Wow.
Zaza Pachulia. This is a really good draft, bro. This is a really good draft. Because everybody always says this was the best draft of all time, 2003. Like, and before that, it was 95 or 96. The draft that Iverson won. That was another good draft. But Luke Walton, Jason Capono, a great 3-point shooter for a long time. Steve Blake, a great backup point guard for a very long time. Keith Bogans, a very decent NBA vet for a long time. James Jones lasted a low minute in the league. Well, SSB said Stern phased out a lot of guys with talent those days. 100%. He put in that call for Josh Howard, bro. Josh Howard made an All-Star game. They found out who was smoking weed, and then it was like, dang, what happened to him? That's exactly what happened.
That's crazy.
1996 NBA draft. I think this might have been the one that people were. Yep, this was Iverson number 1, Marcus Camby number 2, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, All-Star, Stephon Marbury, All-Star, Ray Allen, Hall of Famer, Antoine Walker, All-Star, Lorenzen White, pretty good NBA starting center, Kerry Kittles, NBA starter, Samaki Walker, pretty decent career, Eric Dampier, decent career, long career, Todd Fuller, decent career, Vitali, I do not know who this is, Kobe Bryant, that guy turned out to be pretty good, Pedro Stojakovic, All-Star, Steve Nash, MVP, Tony Delk, pretty good player. Jermaine O'Neal, all-star. John Wallace, don't know who that is. Walter McCarty, don't know who that is. Big Z, all-star. Dante Jones, I don't know who this Dante Jones is. Roy Rogers, don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Derek Fisher, pretty good career. Don't know who this is. Jerome Williams, I remember him. I think this might have been Junkyard Dog, Jerome Williams. I can't, not sure. SSB, if you know, let me know. Brian Evans, don't know who that is. Priest Lauderdale, don't know who that is. Travis Knight, pretty good career. I believe he's a PG. Oh no, I'm thinking Brandon Knight. But yeah. Look how many guys got phased out by Stern in that list. Othello Harrington, pretty good career. Who else? Jeff McGinnis, pretty good career. Steve Hamer. Oh, I'm thinking of the dude who owned the Clippers. That ain't him though.
I don't know.
Malik Rose.
I heard of Malik Rose.
Front office dude, used to work for the Hawks front office. Joe Vogel, Marcus Brown, Mark Pope. Pretty thin second round compared to 2003 and 2018. So right now, would you say 2018 was better than 2003? They ain't got no LeBron. Like Luka's the closest.
There's no LeBron on here. Luka the closest, but I feel like they got a lot more like. And maybe it's just because I know a lot more people on this list.
Because they're younger.
Yeah, I just feel like maybe this is. I mean, Jalen Brunson was second round.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson was second round. I think I said Jalen Brown. I'm tripping. That's bro.
Kyle Korver better than Herter. Shout out Kevin Herter, Red Velvet though. Shout out Red Velvet.
Crazy.
Kyle Korver is better than him. Okay, we got Jalen Brunson. Shoot, Jalen Brunson versus who? TJ Ford. Jalen Brunson is better than TJ Ford. Boris Diaw play all 5 positions.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been a player like that since like Magic Johnson. Oh, Landry Shamet. Shout out Landry Shamet.
Oh yeah, Seamus on there. Yeah, bro. Robert Williams.
So SSB was talking about MJ's draft. I think that was like what 83. That was the draft before 96. They were talking about. I think it was like 83, if I'm not mistaken.
He just well regarded the best draft of all time. He starts how many O's and players stayed in the league.
Ralph Sampson. No, I was off. Dang, I was off. I thought so. Oh, I thought I had it.
Jesus, Brian.
TJ Ford was good for like 2 seasons and then got phased out. 84. It was 84. I'm tweaking. How do I not know that? That's basic stuff. All right. Hakeem Olajuwon, number 1. Sam Bowie, number 2. Hold on. I was trying to close this advertisement. Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Charles Barkley, Kevin Willis, John Stockton. So you got in this draft, you got, dang, look at this. Only 24 picks because it was only 24 teams.
Dang.
It's crazy. So in this draft, you got Chuck, Michael Jordan, Olajuwon. So that's 3 guys.
Stockton's on there too, ain't he?
So you got 4 guys in the first round. Second round, I don't see one name that I know in the second round.
Yeah, me either.
I don't recognize one guy in the second round. And this is just my age. Like I would probably know if I was older, but I don't know these guys. Rick Carlisle's in this draft.
What the heck?
He's in the 3rd round.
Wow.
Anybody else?
Dang, bro, how many rounds did they have in back in the day?
They used to have like 7. It used to be like the NFL draft, bro.
Oh wow.
That's why wrestlers and women used to get drafted. Like Lucille Harris, she got drafted, and then a wrestler like Andre the Giant got drafted by the Hawks.
That's crazy.
Because they had so many rounds. Don't know any names for this round. Don't know any names from this round. I think I've heard of Gene Smith before. Rick Doyle, I've heard of him. I've heard of Rick Doyle.
I don't know any of them folks.
Matt Daughtery. I know that name. I did not expect to be doing this tonight. I'm so sorry.
That's crazy.
I just this is where the win took us. No, this is actually where SSB took us. I was like, this is where the win took us. SSB got us looking up the 1984 NBA draft.
How did we get here?
Yeah. Cause you almost gaslighted me for a second, SSB. Hold on, let me see.
Nobody, bro.
He said this is just like baseball. Russell Wilson was drafted while playing quarterback. 100%.
Oh yeah, he was. I remember that.
A lot of those guys were role players and aren't important in the grand scheme of things, but they were good players. Okay, for sure. All right, going back to it, I got 2003 over 1984. But that's just me being young. I'm not even going.
I would say the same thing. I would say the same exact thing. Yeah.
I have. Okay, what year is this? This 2003. Oh no, this 96. Low key 96 might be
96
better
is
than
tough.
2003, bro.
96 tough
96 might be better than 2003, bro.
because they got Nash, Kobe, 2 MVPs,
Iverson,
3. That's 3.
Marbury, Ray Allen, a Hall of Famer.
03 got how many MVPs? Just Bron, right?
Ron.
Did Wade didn't win one, did he?
Wade ain't. Did Wade win one? Nah, Wade ain't win one.
Nah.
Wade ain't win one.
So it's only one MVP on that list.
Nah, ain't no way just one. They just got one?
They got one MVP, bro.
Oh man. 2003 low-key trash. I ain't gonna lie. 2003, y'all low-key trash, boy.
But what the top? Well, they ain't not even. Well, Melo don't got a ring. I mean, what? Bron, Bosh, and Wade,
and they got it together.
They got it together.
Okay, 03 low-key trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Perk got one.
Perk got one. Did Dante Jones get one with when he was on Cleveland? Was he on Cleveland one day?
He might have been.
I can't remember.
No, I remember because he was on the Hawks, and then he went.
Yeah, he was on the Hawks. Yeah.
Oh, Zaza got one from Golden State.
Oh yeah, from Golden State. Yeah.
James
Jones got one.
No, Mo Williams was on the 16 team.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Kyle Korver does not have one. He just missed the team, bro. He went
was that the year he? No. That wasn't the year. I'm tripping. Jermaine O'Neal could have won MVP, but he got phased out by starting at the Palace at the Palace.
But yeah, all right. MVPs in 2018. SGA. That's it. Dang, 2018 low key some trash. Hey, until Luka get an MVP, y'all some trash too.
Dang, and only one of them. Wait, no. SGA got one now. Michael Porter got one.
Oh yeah, ring.
That's it right now.
Trying to think. Yeah. Does Vando have one?
Nah.
Yeah, hey, 2018, y'all got some work to do, bro.
That's it, man.
That boy might be some trash, but yeah. Malik, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I'm gonna finish out the show, doing all the other stuff. I appreciate you for stopping by. It's 1 a.m., dog.
That's crazy.
Malik was supposed to be on for like 15 minutes to talk about Game 7 and talk about the Hawks, and then he was gonna come back right before the draft, and we was gonna talk about the draft. But he gave me a full episode. So Malik, I appreciate you, bro. Anything else
y'all, man.
before you get out of here?
I do have one last thing. I'm sad we didn't get into it, but I'm gonna just say it and I'm gonna leave. I think KD going to Houston was terrible. I think it was the worst. I think it was the worst move that he could have did at this point in his career. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. We can get into it next time we do the pod. That's it.
All right, so Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta look at the WNBA schedule first.
Oh dang, Dream play Tuesday. They play Dallas.
See, I know how it goes. Usually when you like, they play tomorrow. Oh, they on the road though. Dang, I need to see. Okay, so the next home game is on Friday.
Yeah, they play with Minnesota, right?
Oh, when they say tomorrow, do they mean Tuesday? Because
It's
it's
Tuesday.
technically Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I need to apply for Minnesota, and that will be my last game, and then I'm out.
Dang, when you leave,
Next month, the start of
they got
next.
another home game on Sunday.
Oh, they got another. Oh, okay. New York.
They got one. Oh, dang, they play New York on the 29th.
Yeah,
Dang, they got Minnesota and New York back to back.
yeah. Minnesota on Friday, New York on Sunday.
Dang.
So I guess New York would be my last game, and then I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, let me see this. Yeah, on the road, Chicago.
Dang.
I'm trying to see if I can see Angel on the road.
Yeah, dang, they done. I think she done coming here.
Dang. Hey, Angel, you know what it is. Oh, wait, hold on. I wasn't even sharing the screen. I thought I was. Because it had the thing of like you were sharing the screen. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Let me pull it back up so you can see it. Because that's why when you were asking, I was like, dang, he don't see it. He didn't see it. But yeah, here it was right here. And I ain't gonna see Vegas this year, but that's cool. But yeah, this weekend.
Oh yeah,
My last
Lynx,
two games.
Liberty.
I got to go put my name in for it before it's too late.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, those will be my last two games in person. Oh, he said check Skip Bayless tweet. Skip is a scumbag.
Uh-oh.
SSB putting us on, man. Breaking news, real time.
I feel like he probably said something about Tyrese or something.
He said you way better than LeBron. Oh snap! Hold on. Okay, he said bittersweet. Okay, I'm about to unleash a bittersweet video. Congratulations to OKC. That was OKC basketball. Thunder won. We got him right where we want. Okay, all right. We'll watch the video. This 20. Oh no! Oh no! SSB, we not doing that. I watched the first minute or so.
I am so torn over what I just experienced. I am so elated, though I'm not showing it because I'm so deflated. This is all so bittersweet.
You seen what
My
SSB
emotions
He's faking
are
an
more mixed
injury.
than the drinks.
He said keep going down to the start of the game. His tweets then.
Oh.
I'm glad they want the video because I don't about to watch no 21 minutes. That's like how Tyrese be going. Is this it?
Oh no, go to the
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. Man, Halliburton looks so hurt. That calf must be killing him. He's just limping up and down the court, isn't he? And then he said, the Pacers brilliantly took the big game pressure off of Halliburton, who routinely no-shows by planting the injury excuse that the media follows home.
Bro, mind you, that was at 5:19. The game ain't even started yet, had it?
He said, okay, now Halliburton looks hurt.
No.
Oh, man. Being a sports columnist, bro, like.
Are you serious?
He said
That he shouldn't have a job anymore.
he sounded that talking about the video. That's crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Wow. Bro, now he had another one after that.
He said you shouldn't have a job anymore. He doesn't. He doesn't have a job anymore.
Bro.
He said, unfortunately, the Halliburton injury looked more like a calf.
Oh, not now. This man kept going.
He said, this is ridiculous. The Thunder are shooting. It's a recipe for a disaster. Go up strong, Chet. I hate this for Tyrese Halliburton. Achilles, as expected. Similar injury Kevin Durant suffered in the finals, although he'd been out a month, 9 games with the calf pull.
Bruh. I'm done with Skip, bruh. I'm done with Skip.
He said right now this shapes up as another Pacers upset with Halliburton being named MVP from jump shotting them with 3 early threes and inspiring them after he tore his Achilles. Why didn't he shut up? He just kept talking.
I definitely don't want to listen to that video now because boy, what he gonna say? I don't know what he gonna say in that.
Even as a Thunder fan, the last thing I wanted to see was Halliburton getting hurt. The last.
When did he become a Thunder fan?
He always said my OKC.
He's
Thunder.
been a Thunder fan. Okay.
Yeah. He been saying that. So that's why he was bittersweet.
Is going to win the MVP just on inspiration and the fact that he jump started him with the 3-3.
All right,
Skip.
bro.
I'm out, man.
All right, Malik. Get your rest, bro.
Y'all peace.
Oh
man.
no.
Peace out.
As his B said, he's a Spurs fan. He's lying. He is a Spurs fan.
He used to say my San Antonio, bro. I don't know who he's a fan of. I know he's a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan.
That's it. That's it.
Wait, hold on. Let me go on YouTube real quick before you get out of here. Real quick. Let me see. Skip Bayless, Spurs. Bro, this is hilarious, bro. Because I remember, but I ain't gonna lie, I remember him talking about OKC. So he thought that Durant was going to the Spurs. Wrong Texas team. Spurs win championship. Dang, look at Kerry champion. Stephen A look a little chubby.
Wow. Yeah, nah. Stephen A got in shape like these past 2-3 years.
I did not know that. I didn't know he was so chubby.
Dang, look at his face there.
Yeah. He looked like he just ate.
That's 2012.
Bro, look at this hairline, bro. This is ridiculous, dog.
Oh my god,
That hairline is ridiculous, dog.
bro.
It's crazy because I feel like it's gotten better
Yeah.
from this. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. Like, it's literally like this.
It's all literally it's a circle. You don't line that up.
Bruh, it looked like a house. He said, remember the Kawhi saga? Yes, he used to be huge on Kawhi. But I ain't gonna lie, I remember Skip low-key being a OKC dude. Maybe I'm tweaking. But I do remember that. Like, maybe he's just gaslighting me, but I can't remember this stuff. Like, how old is Skip? Skip gotta be in the 60s. No, he's 100% in the 60s. But how
He's
old
100.
in the 60s? He might be 70 because he runs. He's 73.
Oh shoot.
I knew it because he runs and works out. So I knew he was like late 60s, early
Stephen A 57.
So he's 73. Yeah. He's still younger than Donald Trump.
Man.
But yeah. All right, Malik. I'll let you get out of here, man.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all chat.
All right.
Peace.
All right, W Malik. All right, SSB. We getting on from basketball. I know people love basketball, things of that sort. It's kind of my thing, if you didn't know. Going back to the little social media stuff.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.